What's happening? Welcome back to Late Night Convos with my big black therapist. You don't drift apart. You stop turning towards one another. Distance rarely happens overnight. It happens in micro moments. Moments most people don't even register. And over time, those moments add up. A lot of people describe their relationship as we just grew apart. But when you slow it down, what you usually see isn't a sudden distance. It's a pattern of misconnection. When your partner shares something small and you ignore it, when they reach out, you're distracted. When they try again and again and it still doesn't land, the drift is not random. The drift is repeated. It's unresponded connection attempts. Once again, it's not the big moments that create the distance. It's the accumulation of the small ones. From a Gottman perspective, these moments are called bids for connection. A bid is any attempt to say, do you see me? Are you even here with me? And do I matter to you right now? And the thing about it is bids don't always sound deep. Sometimes they sound like, hey babe, look at this video. Or, yo, you won't believe what happened to me today. It could be a sigh, it could be a shoulder tap, a random question. See, it's simple on the surface, but it's very emotionally significant. And every time your partner makes a bid, you have a choice. You can turn around, you can turn away, or you can turn against. So let's see, what does turning around look like? Engaging, responding, making eye contact, asking follow-up questions. What does turning away look like? Silence, distraction, halfway listening, saying and all that without presence. Now, what does turning against look like? Irritation, dismissiveness, oftentimes even criticism. And what happens over time is that those responses create patterns, and those patterns create the emotional reality of what we're in right now. All right, so let's take a look from an LMFT perspective. We don't just look at individual behavior. We look at the interaction cycles, because one missed bid doesn't break the intimacy, but repeated patterns create emotional distance. In therapy, I'm not focused on one argument. I'm asking, hey, what's the cycle? Who reaches from one another? Who reaches for connection? Who withdraws? What happens next? Often you see a pursuer-withdrawer dynamic. One partner reaches for connection, the other avoids or shuts down. The more one reaches, the more one pulls away. And both partners end up feeling misunderstood. And that is a cycle. That's the problem. It's not the people. Over time, missed bids start to carry meaning. Your partner stops hearing, I'm just busy, and they start feeling, I'm not important. And what happens to the nervous system is that it remembers that. When bids are consistently ignored, the anxious partner begins to escalate. The avoided partner begins to distance themselves, and overall emotional safety decreases. And once safety decreases, intimacy is going to naturally follow as well. So, this is how couples can be in the same space but feel completely alone. All right, now if I were working with a couple experiencing this, I'll focus on awareness first. Not trying to be perfect, just be aware of what's going on around you. I'd recommend, hey, let's increasing awareness of the bids. Let's practice small, consistent responsiveness. Let's reduce our distractions during connections and repairing missed moments quickly. Repair can sound like, hey, you know what? I realized I missed you earlier. What were you saying? I wasn't present. Let me try that again. Because connection needs to be constant. So check this out. Before you log off tonight, ask your partner, when do you feel like I turn away from you? And when do you feel most turned toward? If you're single, ask yourself, do I respond to connection or do I avoid it? Drop this in the comments. Do you think emotional drift is slow or is it sudden? Because at the end of the day, intimacy doesn't disappear. It fades one moment at a time. This is your big black therapist, and I thank you so much. We here, and we back with Late Night Conversation with my big black therapist. Holla at y'all later. Peace.